Question 4. Please deliberate. What is Curt and the Institute position on same-sex couples being allowed to adopt children? Personally, this goes against my moral intuition. I feel children have a right to both maternal and paternal care and attention.
Well, as always, I don't claim to represent Institute's positions. I represent mine. Now, I agree with you. None of it was motivated by what's good for children and society at large. They have been turned into another product. Allowing surrogacy where new children are created just to be given away makes it clear and eliminates the argument about making the best of a bad situation that was at least arguable, though still doubtful for adoption.
Yeah, I want to emphasize the Institute doesn't have a position. We can only argue the positions. Martin's correct. I would say that to argue the position is that the child has no volition in the matter, number one. Secondly, that homosexual relationships are far less durable than even the decreasingly durable heterosexual relationships. So I'm not keen on an involuntary extra genetic relationship, and I'm certainly not keen on increasing the risk of essentially single parenthood in a demographic that is artificial. In other words, the purpose of the family, the purpose of marriage and certainly reproduction is to divide the labor of intergenerational production. On the other hand, so if there's a shortage of population, I don't like this. I'm fully supportive of find some guy to donate sperm and, then it's yours and your carrier, right? I mean, do it that way. I think that's fantastic. I'm not sure I am okay with it. I'm not sure I favor adoption because of what I've mentioned. I'm openly against calling homosexual relations marriage. They are not for the production of children, even though this is how the homosexual marriage got worked its way in with the public, is through saying that they want to have children. Well, they want to build families. That was a smart strategy, and it appears to have worked. On the other hand, I would say that, there's two vaginas there, so so get somebody to donate and have them yourselves rather than adopt them. We're not in a world where we have an oversupply of children for adoption that are not coming from environments where they were challenged in the first place. In other words, you have a lot of it's not like 100 years ago, if you were fooling around with a farm boy next door, you moved away to a distant city, had the child, gave it to the church, and then came back, right? But it was not a process that was meant that you were a drug user from serial drug users or from almost exclusively from the lower classes. So those are my opinions, my judgments on it. The Institute doesn't. My Institute's only position is that we should not be calling a marriage that is not between a man and a woman for the purpose of intergeneral production of the family as first institution of a civilization. and you can call it anything else. I mean, basically, a marriage consists of an exchange of an all but unlimited power of attorney and a formation of a corporation into which they both place all their assets for a shared benefit. So civil unions are wonderful. I don't like and didn't like the calling it marriage. That's just me though. But then all the institute cares about is truthful representation.
Yeah, I don't even support donating to lesbians in the way you said, unless you first correct them of their error.
As you know, I am more libertarian than you are. But that, as you know, that is a very Anglo-Christian disposition. So I think both of our opinions on this are worth having.